box plot from a frequency distribution table. So it's the same kind of steps as before, but we just need to note a few important differences. So we have our scores here and we have our frequencies here. So the first step is going to be add up our frequencies. So n is equal to the sum of all the frequencies, which is equal to 2 plus 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1. And that looks like it equals 30. So we have 30 data points. Now we need to just work out what our median value is going to be. If we have 30 data points, that means that we're going to work out for a median for an even number of data points. We take our n, divide it by 2, which is equal to 30. Equal to 15. And then we get this next data point over, so the 15 and the 16th value, and we take the average of them. And then okay, so the 15th and the 16th value, and we divide it by 2. So what about 15th and what about 16th value? This is kind of where maybe it would be helpful to have a cumulative frequency going on. So maybe let's just do that now. 10, 19, 25, 29, and 30. So if we're looking for our 15th and our 16th value, they're both going to be inside this range here. And if they're both inside that range here, then adding 2 times 5 together and then dividing it, multiplying 5 by 2 and then dividing it by 2 is just going to work out to be 5. So our median is going to be equal to 5. Okay, next we need to work out the positions of our quartiles. So we've divided our data set into a line basically between the 15th and the 16th value. So our median exists right between them, which means there's 15 values either side. There's 15 over here and there's 15 over here. So because it's an odd number, to find essentially the median of the lower half of the data set, we can use the median formulas for odd, which is odd is equal to n plus 1 over 2. So we've got 15 values, so 15 plus 1 over 2 is going to be 16 divided by 2, which is going to be 8. So our 8th value along is going to be our quartile 1. These is our first 2 values here, and then our 8th is going to be in here. So our quartile 1 is going to be equal to 4. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. We know it's going to be 8 values along. So we can go to our next 8th value on this side, which is going to be our 24th value. And our 24th value is going to be in this bracket here, because this is 19 to 25. So our 24th one is going to be equal to 6. Okay, so we found our quartiles and we found our median. Now we just need to look at our minimum and our maximum values, which is really easy because our lowest value is obviously the score of 3. I don't know why I drew a circle there. And our largest value is obviously 8. So min equals 3, max equals 8. So now that we have all the information we need to draw our box plot, which is called the 5-figure summary, we can now draw a box plot. So just quickly gonna make some room. And now we can start drawing. So, going from 3 to 8, we can do a pretty basic scale. So let's just start at 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. So our first one we're going to do, let's do this in red. Okay, so start out by drawing our whiskers. So our first whisker is at 3 for our minimum value. Our maximum value is going to be at 8, so that's our second whisker. And then we need to draw in our chord box for our quartiles and median. So start out with our quartile 1, and then draw our quartile 3, which is going to be 6. And our median, which is going to be 5. Okay. So, 1 second. So now we can just draw in the lines for our whiskers. And what can we say about the data? Well, it seems it's slightly positively skewed, and the data ranges from 3 to 8, and we have 50% of the data is between 4 and 6. Q3, median, and min, and max. So, some quick tips on how to do this. Very simply, it always helps to draw up some cumulative frequency alongside a table. It also helps to know the formulas for finding the median when it's even, and also finding the median when it's odd. And just know that the first step you should do here is to sum up all the frequencies and work out what your number of data points is, and then work from there to find the median, and work from there to find the quartiles. And then the minimum and the maximum values are very simple for these. These are kind of easier questions to do than a data set that's listed, purely because you don't have to reorder this information. It's all done for you. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope this helped.